Good day, good day. Hello, my name is Nikki. I am the CEO and founder of the Diva Speaks. I am a business and success strategist out here in the New York City area, and I'm coming to you through our online course. I'd like to first of all thank you so much for enrolling in our email course. I know you guys could be using your time more valuable in other areas, so I'm happy and grateful that you decided to take a few minutes out of your day to participate in this course. A little bit about the company. Personally, I am a business coach. I teach and train new, expiring, and up-and-coming and current entrepreneurs on how to build their business, how to market, how to promote, how to advertise, how to scale up their business, and develop personalized strategies that will help put more money in their pocket. My background is in business management. I have a bachelor's in business. I've worked about 10 years in the industry of direct sales. I've worked with numerous different direct sales companies, from cosmetics to skincare to weight loss products and handbags and more. And most of my career, I've been the business coach for my team. We did about 3,000. I personally have done about $36,000 in sales personally, as well as recruited 30, 40, 50 people into my organization, being the sole main provider and trainer and coach for my team. I believe if I'm successful, then we all should be successful. There's no reason for one person to be at the top. I think there's room at the top for all of us. It's just a matter of getting the right strategies and the right training in place for you to get there yourself. So I started this company early this year of 2017 because I personally was sick and tired of different organizations and businesses and people, promoting business opportunities and income opportunities and instructor opportunities, and giving people false hope into thinking that they can be successful without any proper training. And then people buy into the hype and they get started and invest their hard-earned cash and their money just to find out that nobody's really teaching them the core skills. Yes, you'll know everything about the product. Yes, you'll know everything about the how to make money. And yes, you will attend every training that they have. But one thing that most of these organizations are missing are business skills, marketing skills, customer service skills, as well as negotiation skills. And this is where I decided, I'm going to take a step back from teaching just only my sales organization and start offering my advice to the public, because I think it's important that if everyone gets the right information that's designed for them at the right time based on their skill set, everyone and their mother can be successful. So we started this challenge, which is our sales funnel email course. Hopefully you have purchased the sales funnel planner. If not, you can definitely check your email for a discount code. If anything, you can send us a quick email at diva@thedivaspeak.com, and I'll be glad to send you the link. So today is day one for the Sales Funnel 101/email course. And today we're going to focus on how to get started. The tools you need to have. First off, you need to have an email provider. When you're starting your email list and email marketing and online marketing and internet marketing, whatever marketing you're doing in a digital space, whether it's digital or physical, let's be honest, you need to have an email provider to collect emails as well as allow you to send out emails. If you're missing this option, I'm going to give you a list of examples of different companies you can look into and kind of play around with. So first step is you need to have an email list provider. So you have MailChimp.com, which is a free list that you can sign up for. It's free up until 1,000, 2,000 subscribers, as well as they offer automation email. They also let you create a custom sign up form. On top of, you can you can send automated emails. You can have a customized sign up form, as well as you can send out email campaigns using their drag and drop feature. So whether you have the creative eye to creating emails, you have this feature which you could just drag and drop different sections into whatever space you wanted, or use their customized templates and just recreate it with your own brand and colors and text. After the 2,000 subscribers, then you have to pay for the service. So that is up to you. But I think this is perfect for brand new business owners, because if you're in business for yourself and you're starting a business and you don't have an email list, you've been using Gmail, AOL, Yahoo, Hotmail to send out your email blast. That's a great start to do. But let me be 100% clear from my personal experience. When you're sending an email blast via Gmail, you have no clue who opened it and who didn't. So let's say you're running a promotion and you're trying to get some sales, or you're trying to get people to register, and then nobody registers. So you resend the email again. Maybe you resend the email 2 to 3 more times, and then you start getting people responding like, oh, I already got it, or take me off your mailing list type of, response. And you're like, oh my God, what's going on? So the reason why I say you should have an email provider, because email provider can show who opened their email and who didn't open their email. So that way you're not wasting your time resending emails to the same people that already saw it or who have already purchased your products, if that makes sense. So upgrade to a MailChimp account if you've never signed up for a mailing list, and just import all your contacts from your current email address into MailChimp. Just want to share some experience from me personally. I sent out an email blast. This is about probably 7 years ago, I want to say. I sent out an email blast through AOL, and I sent it to everybody who was in my mailing list, because I think they automatically saved email addresses that sends you emails and that you send email to, so whatever. So I sent the email blast through AOL one time because I was promoting this event I was hosting, and AOL shut down my goddamn account. And I was just like, oh, hell no. Like, what's wrong with you? And they said something about crazy. And I'm just like, these are people that I, send emails to and communicated with. It's not like I just purchased a list of emails and just sent it to them. These are people I already had relations with in some form, shape, or another. So I want to, so I'm sharing that with you so you can understand, why you shouldn't use your free email address to send out emails. Another tip is, I know for sure with Gmail, there is a limit to how many emails you can send in a 24-hour period. And I've hit that a couple of times. It's rare, but it doesn't happen often. Gmail will be like, you sent an email, you hit the max, you have to wait 24 hours to send another one. You know what I'm saying? So if you're using your main email account to communicate for maybe work or school or family, and then you use that same email to send an email blast about an event, and you hit that cap, then you're stuck for 24 hours. So, just into consideration, that's not something you want to happen when you're like, oh, I really need to send an email right now, or I'm going to like lose my house or something crazy. I'm not saying that's the situation, but you kind of get the picture. So set up a free MailChimp account and just have that, and just export automatically everybody into MailChimp, so that way you don't have to worry about that. But for everyone else, here are some other suggestions that you can look into. So you have Sinlane, which is another email provider. So there is a link here where you can get it free for 14 days. This one is more advanced than MailChimp, but it's simple to use. Obviously, everything you use has a learning curve. But with Sinlane, personally, I use Sinlane and MailChimp. I go back and forth. With Sinlane, the cost is relatively low. So after the first 14-day trial, it's only $9 for 500 contacts. I mean, we can out $10 a month. That's not a very huge expense. We spend $10 on like Chinese food and pizza, and McDonald's, So $10 a month to utilize an email provider isn't a bad way to go, especially if you're still figuring out the whole email marketing portion. Because I think it's important, even as a new or already current entrepreneur, just because you have the money to spend, don't mean you should, because not everything is meant for you to buy. And that's why I'm showing you these different options, because, if you have the money, yeah, okay, try an inexpensive version and learn that way. Like for instance, if you're brand new, use MailChimp. It's free. You don't got to worry about nothing. But for those that need a little bit more features, like maybe you want to have a landing page and you want to get rid of your lead page I think it's .co account. Sinlane is a great. You can create a landing page. They provide templates for the landing page. You can customize it. You can change the background. You can add a video to the landing page. You can add a picture to the landing page. If you're offering a free digital download, you can have the picture of the book, and then people can download the freebie from your landing page right then and there. As well as you can create a landing page for an upcoming webinar, or if you have, after people enroll in your landing page, they can sign up for your they can get a thank you email, thank you page, which you can create on Sinlane. So this is a great alternative if you want to do a little bit more fancy stuff, like have an opt-in page besides the simple first name, last name, email, sign up form that MailChimp provide. Maybe you want to upgrade and be a little bit more fancy, and show off your work. And you're like, oh, I want to be like the big boys. Because, personally, not everybody can pay for like landing page, click funnels and things like that. So I provide some alternatives for you. So Sinlane is an option. It also offers automation email. It lets you let people sign up for your email form, and you can have the fancy opt-in page, landing page, as well as send email campaigns. So that's one thing about Sinlane. Again, it's like $10 a month for 500 contacts. So even if you're brand new, we can all hash out $10 a month. That's nothing too major. But what I will say is you are required to have a business email address to use this software. So if you do not have a domain name, then just get your name in the domain and be done, as well as sign up for sign up for the email, the business email account, which is about $5 a month. So overall total, you'll spend, let's say, $12 on a domain for 1 year. And then you can reuse that domain and get a website, things like that. Most people in business have a website, so you can just, you don't have to worry about that part. But overall, to use Sinlane is $5 for your email domain for the year, unless you pay for the year in advance, and then $10. So overall, $15 a month is what your expenses will be to use this software. Then obviously we have Convertkit. Here I provided a link that allows you to try Convertkit for 30 days for free. The Convertkit, what I will say is it's effective and it works. For me personally, when it comes to creating email campaigns, you can't put you could put pictures. But for me, I like to put the big giant button that says click here. And, and I like to add multiple pictures as if it's a newsletter and create 2 separate columns. So I like to do that for my email campaigns because I'm a very visual person. So I like to add visual. So Convertkit doesn't really let you do so much visual. You can add a picture or two. But if you know coding for you to add a sign up button or sign up here button, graphic, you have to know coding for that. So for me personally, I haven't had great experience with just writing click here and then that's it, because some people act like they can't find the click here text to click here to buy your products, if that makes sense. But either or, Convertkit is on the higher end of the cost. I think it's about $30 a month to have up to 1,000 emails. So this is the reason why I'm more so favor for Sinlane. Because again, after you hit 500, the next cost will be $20, and you can have up to 2,500 contacts for $20 with Sinlane, as opposed to Convertkit is $30 for 1,000 email addresses. So again, it comes down to your cost. Both are very effective. I always tell people it depends on what you want to do and how much of a free spirit you want to be and how much customizations you want and how much of a budget you want to play around with. Convertkit will let you send email campaigns with your free email address, but they will email you and say, hey, you have to have a business domain name to move forward. So be mindful of that. But overall, they're all effective. They're all great. My con with the Convertkit is you only get 3 templates to customize for your landing page. Yes, you can change the background of the photos and the colors. But if I want to put a video, like, I'm stuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me personally. I like that flexibility and that freedom. Next, we have Get Response. Right here, I provided a link so you can get a $20 credit on MailerLite. Same thing with this email provider. If you're going to use MailerLite, the cost after the free service, I think it's free for 1,000 subscribers. But after that, there is a paid subscription. The paid subscription is cheaper than the MailChimp subscription. So, you know, if you get past 2,000 emails and now you want to pay an upgrade, you have that you have to take care of. With MailerLite, from the very jump, it's cheaper, but the free software is free for up to 1,000. So again, I always tell people, do MailChimp, play around with that, get familiar with it until you learn the ropes, and then you can go ahead and change things up. So here's a code, here's a link for the MailerLite. You get a $20 credit if you want to upgrade. I like the fact that they do have a customized landing page for this. Have the pretty color, you can have the photo of your download, you can have the text, you can have the click here, sign up here button. You know, so you have those advanced features for the sign up form that MailChimp does not have. And the cost of it after the free trial is cheaper than MailChimp. But I want to share that you have to have a domain name and you have to have a business email address. If you have a business domain name already, MailerLite, I think, gives you a link to sign up for a free business email. I'm not 100% sure because when I enrolled, I already had a business email. So it was just a matter of verifying it before I was able to use the service. So that's a great option. What I will share with you is with MailChimp and MailerLite, these two sites, from what I know so far, aren't affiliate marketing friendly. So if you have an affiliate link or you're focused on affiliate marketing only, these two accounts don't allow that, and it will shut you down. So I've heard horror stories where people had MailChimp's account and it got shut down because they said the affiliate link. For me personally, I have a combination of affiliate links. I have a combination of physical products. I have a combination of digital products and services. So when I do share an affiliate link, it's usually mixed in with regular everyday content. It's not exclusively affiliate links. But even still, I'm just like anti using MailChimp to send out my affiliate link, which is why I use Sinlane, because that's perfect for email marketing and affiliate marketing. Then we have Infusionsoft and whatnot. So those are the lists. Let's go back. So these are the list of email providers. You go ahead and screenshot this that you can potentially start off with. Obviously, there's more Constant Contact, you know, but again, to get an idea on what's your budget, how much are you willing to play around with, as well as what are you trying to do? Are you looking to have a fancy opt-in form? Do you want that? Or are you just okay with a standard sign-up form and then send people to your email automation sequence that's, you know, goes on autopilot? So that is that's the backstory. Now we have number 2, your objective. So when it comes to email marketing and starting your sales funnel, you need to know what your objective is. When it comes to having a sales funnel, you can't have a sales funnel and not have an email list or something, an email sign up form or some form of sign up form, opt-in, something. You have to have that. Because let me be 100% clear. How many of us have walked into a store because they saw something in the window that they liked and purchased that item every single time they walked into the store to window shop? Chances are you have walked out of the store not buying what you wanted to buy or what you saw was interesting because of whatever reason made up in your head. It could have been time, it could have been money, it could have been lack of resources, it could have been, you know, whatever it is. You didn't purchase every single thing you liked in the first visit. You always eventually come back or forgot about it. And the reason why it's important to have an email list is because when people go to your website, when people go to your opt-in page, when people go to your email subscriber form, they don't always buy the first time. They'll put their email in, and then if it directs them to buy something, you know, they're not going to buy it all the time the first time. Maybe they don't have their credit card in front of them. Maybe they, you know, got on the bus, or maybe the light changed and they was driving. You know, things happen. People have their best interests, but not necessarily follow through because things happen. It's either things happen or they're just a hot mess and just they're whatever the reason is. You have to be the responsible business owner by capturing their email address and then following up with them afterwards. So if you notice, when you signed up for this e-course, it directed you to a landing page, and then it directed you to my thank you page, which asked you to share this free online e-course, as well as if you scroll down, you saw the limited time offer for the sales funnel planner. Then in the email, you got thank you for signing up, join our Facebook group. If you haven't checked out this link for the sales planner, blah, 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 blah. Now, many of you probably purchased the sales planner through the email because when you saw the page the first time, maybe you didn't have enough time to pay for it. Now, had I not sent that email to remind you, you'd have been totally forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? So understand, like, that's part of this. That's part of the science of having an email is reminding people about something they wanted to do. So your objective, what is your objective for your email list? Do you plan on using this for affiliate marketing? Do you plan on selling tickets and event registrations? Do you plan on offering services like real estate services, chiropractor services, law services, fitness services? Are you a coach? Are you a trainer? What are you? Like, I'm Batman. Like, are you a superhero? You know what I'm saying? What are you offering people that you need this email list for? And you have to be mindful of your objective from the very beginning. Are you collecting donations for a cause? Are you part of a nonprofit organization? Are you part of a charity or something like that? Are you selling physical products? Are you selling digital products? You know what I'm saying? You have to know exactly what your objective is when it comes to your email list. Otherwise, you're going to be grasping straws, showing everybody everything, and you're going to be confused. And a confused mind does what? It does nothing. It shuts down. I don't know if you've ever been like me, where I have this information overload, where I've read, studied, watched, emailed, and Googled all this stuff. And now it's at a point where I'm tired, 3:00 in the afternoon, and you just want to pass out like a 2-year-old, like an infant. Yes, that's what your brain does when it's overloaded. It shuts down, and you have to take a nap. So you have to be clear on your objective for your mailing list. What business are you in? What are you doing? Why should you have a list? So these are some reasons. There may be more, but these are the most popular that I could think of. Now we're going to go into your email goal. You have number 3 is email goal. What is your goal for your email? How many subscribers do you want to have in 30 days? 60 days, 90 days. There are 3 different milestones you need to focus on when it comes to building your email list. Now, this should be your sole focus, is building your email list. Let's take off the table selling products. Let's take off the table making money. Let's focus on building this list. The goal, I tell everybody, the magic number is 1,000 and then 10,000. So let's start with 100. Now, if you already have 100, bravo, you're on your way. Next milestone is 1,000. You already got 1,000, bravo. Now your next goal is 10,000. And if you're already at 10,000, then your next goal should be 100,000. Are you tracking? Just add another 0 and just keep it pushing. Because again, the more emails that you have, the more people that's seeing your product, and the more people that's seeing your product, the more people that's going to be interested in your product, the more people that can share your product, and the more people that will be buying your product. Are you tracking? Because when it comes to business and making money, there's one thing that you have to focus on when it comes to making money, and it's people. People have the money. So if you don't have the people, and if your products are not in front of people, then I'm sad to say you're not going to make no money. And that's just what it is. And I'm going to be the person to tell you, because many people like to BS you and make up stories and drag you around and, play with your emotions. So whichever milestone you're closest to, that's going to be your goal for the next 30 days. Obviously, to get 10,000, you can do that in potentially 100 days or 120 days. You know what I'm saying? But the goal is set that to be 30 days and focus every day getting to that number. What activities are you going to do to get to that number? Are you going to Instagram ad up? Are you going to put a Facebook ad up? Are you going to write a blog and use SEO keywords? Are you going to do a YouTube video and then share it? Are you going to do a live stream video on Instagram? Are you going to do a live stream video on Facebook? Are you going to go out to a networking event and pass out business cards and get to know to people? Are you going to have a booth at a vendor event? Are you going to ask for referrals? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to do an event and collect all the contacts? There's 501 different ways you can generate a lead. So you have to be, again, if you know your objective, then you have a clear idea on how you're going to promote it. And we'll talk more about that at another time. But for right now, I want you to pick one of these milestones that you are closest to and let that be your 30-day focus. Once you selected your goal, you're going to make a sign. You're going to grab a piece of paper from your printer. You're going to put the number and big letters with your Sharpie, or you can do it in bubble letters or block letters, make it like 3D-ish. And you're going to post it in 3 different places. You're going to post one sign under your TV, because we watch TV like every day. So don't act like you don't watch TV. So if you put the sign, my goal is 10,000 subscribers, and if it's 10,000, then set the goal for 90 days. But if it's 100 to 1,000, set it for 30 days. 30 days for 100, 60 days for 1,000, 90 days for 10,000. Let's just do that, because you can always change the date. But again, the goal is for you to have a goal in mind and track it, because a track number grows. So you're going to have the sign in 3 different places. You're going to put it under your TV. So every time you watch TV, it's in your face. Like, did you get closer to your goal? Did you get closer to your goal? It's like in your face. So you subconsciously are going to see it. Number 2, you're going to put it on your refrigerator. And the 3rd place is completely up to you. You could put it on your kitchen counter or your front door, period. So the reason I say put it in 3 different places, because these are 3 places that you visit on a regular occasion. How many times do we go to the refrigerator? How many times are we watching TV? How many times do we go in the kitchen cabinet or the front door to leave the house? You see what I'm saying? The reason you put these signs here, because it's going to be a daily reminder of, did you do the activity to reach your goal? Because once you hit that number, it's magic. The money's coming in, but you got to get there before you can just say, hey, I made $10,000 in 7 days. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of work on the back end to be able to have that short-term looking success. Number 4, execution. How often will you send out newsletters? So if you're already sending out newsletters, continue doing what you're already doing. If you're brand new, you want to send out a newsletter at least once to twice a week. So let's say this is a schedule. Week 1, you just send 1 email. Week 2, you send out 2 emails. Week 3, you send out 1 email. Week 4, you send out 2 emails. The reason I say do this is because if you're brand new, finding something to write may be a challenge for you. So it doesn't make sense to make that huge commitment to send an email 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week. And you take like 60 minutes just to write 1 email. It's a challenge to write your first email. This is new territory for you. And that's why I say start with once a week. So your first month, just do once a week. And then the next month, do the 1 week. The next week is 2. Then the next week is 1. Then the next week is 2. So that way, you kind of have a better handle by your second month on what you should be writing, what do people respond to, and how to professionally create an email campaign or newsletter without spending 60 minutes. Because it takes time. It does. You got to get the photo, you got to get the text, you got to plug it in, you got to make sure the spelling's right, you got to make sure you put your links in there, you got to make sure people see the links, you got to change the colors, the font, make it even. It's a science. It's like an art. If you can't personally do it, or it's too much of a hassle for you to do it, it's okay to hire somebody. Don't think you have to do everything. Trust. There is somebody that can, just like there's an app for everything, there's somebody that you can pay to do this. So in your email, you want to share valuable information weekly. So avoid always selling your customers something. So here are some examples about valuable information. And this is what you write in your emails. You can provide inspiration and motivation. You can share a blog that you wrote. You can share somebody else's blog that they wrote. You can share an announcement or some cool, exciting news that happened to you, or maybe some cool, exciting news that happened to one of your customers, or maybe your employees. You can just provide great, useful tips or a tutorial and teach somebody something. You know what I mean? So if you provide valuable information, something that they can learn, something that can motivate them, or something that can say, oh, great job, that was awesome, congratulations. These are what we consider valuable information, because it's focusing on providing the viewer some great information without you always having to be like, buy, sell, click here, click here, click here. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be 100% clear. If I said, oh, this was a timeshare presentation, many of you would not have clicked the link and gave me your email, because you have a negative experience. And in your subconscious, when you hear the word timeshare and presentation, it triggers a negative emotion of they just want to sell me crap. And you're going to run from it like it's the plague. So if you're constantly selling your customers something in every single email, it's going to trigger negative emotion again, just like timeshare does, and they're going to run, which is why people unsubscribe and they say, remove me from your list, or they just don't open it altogether and mark it as spam. So to get your customers in the habit of opening your emails, send them something that's going to benefit them. Think about this. What's in it for me if I send this email? If I was receiving this email, what would make me want to open it? What would make me want to continue to open this email from this user? Are you tracking? So think about your customers' needs. So depending, again, on your objective, what is your objective? If you're a beauty boutique and you sell fashion and design, your valuable information can be fashion tips, or what's on trend, or, the newest fashion line that just came out. Or you could talk about how you audition for Project Runway, or how you aspire to apply, and that's something you always dreamed of. You know what I'm saying? So just share a little bit about who you are and your dreams and your aspirations. Or something that one of my former business partners did was they shared every day a motivational quote. It was like the tip of the day. And that's all they did every day. Now, that is a great way to get people to open your emails every day. And then when you're ready to sell them something, they're already used to opening it. But again, that's 5 days a week. It's up to you. If you want to do quote of the day 5 days a week, go right ahead. Remember, you got to be mindful of your time commitment. If you can't, maybe you can do that once a week. It could be quote of the week or tip of the day. And then you just post it and you share it. When you're posting your not social media, when you're sending your email campaigns and you're providing valuable information, share it across all your social media platforms. The more places you position it, and then if you're smart, you can have it, let's say, the same email you sent out to your subscribers, you post on your Facebook page. Now on your Facebook page, you also add a link that says, click here to join our mailing list, or to click here for more tips and useful information like this, which is a link that would drive people to sign up for your mailing list, where they'll go ahead and continue to get that same inspiration in the email. So that's a great hack that you can use to build your social media, build your email list. So we have number 5, build your list of 100. So you're going to open up an Excel spreadsheet on your desktop, and you're going to create a new document. And we're about to wrap things up. You want to create 3 tabs, 1 cell phone, 1 labeled email, 1 labeled Facebook. So in each tab, all the contacts that's in your cell phone, you're going to type them into the Excel spreadsheet labeled cell phone. Everyone that's in your email address, so if you have AOL, Gmail, Hotmail, and you have all these emails in your address book, you're going to copy and paste them or export them, and you're going to plug them into this Excel sheet in the second tab labeled email. And then for Facebook, what you're going to do is, if you can copy and paste all your followers' names and usernames and paste it in this section, what you're going to do is you're going to start the process of building a list of 100. But you need to make your list of resources first before you can get to that list. So you're going to make 7 different, I want to say you're going to have 7 different sections, 7 different categories, and you're going to choose 7 different colors to highlight each category. So the first category are close friends and family members. The second category will be acquaintances. So that's 2 different colors. So you can use, I'm just giving an example. You choose the colors. You can use yellow for friends and family members. You can use blue for acquaintance. The next will be coworkers. You can use orange for coworkers. The 4th will be customers. You can use pink for customers. So the sky is the limit for what colors you want to pick. But these are the 7 different categories. You also want to have a category for business relationships. And then the 7th one is seat filler. So that's 1, 2, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I said 7. I'm missing one. What are we missing? Customers. I put customers, coworkers. I guess family is the 7th one. Okay, so we have family, we have friends, we have acquaintances, we have coworkers, we have customers, we have business relationships, and we have seat fillers. Obviously, you know what friends are: people that you can pick up the phone and you say, hey, can I borrow $5 or can I come over? And they'll be like, yeah. You have friends you can do that with. Family members, you know what that is. Acquaintances are people that you know through a third party or someone you kind of see in passing, but you quite don't have a close relationship with, but you know each other to a point where you can say hi and bye. The next will be coworkers. You can use former coworkers as well as current coworkers. When it comes to customers, these are your customers, people that buy products from you already, and people that have purchased products from you in the past. With business relationships, these are places and people that you spent money on. So let's say you have an attorney, or you have a doctor, or you have an insurance agent, or you have a real estate agent. You know, these are services and products and businesses that you spent money on, that you paid money to. So why not ask them, can they join your mailing list? So at least give you a chance to earn that money back, right? But that's just me. And last but not least is seat fillers. So seat fillers is AKA stranger, like stranger danger. So the names and numbers that you have in your email address, and you don't even know who the heck this is. You're like, I don't even know who this is. I don't even recognize his name or nothing. That's what you consider a seat filler. They're just taking up space. For people on your Facebook page that are friends with you and you don't know who the heck they are, but they friend requested you and you accepted it, these are seat fillers. Put them in this section. So you're just going to write out everyone's information, and you're going to highlight each category. So you're going to pick a color for each of the 7 categories, and you're going to highlight them, as well as you're going to make a note next to each person name, whether they're a friend, family member, acquaintance, coworker, customer, or whatever. And so this is the first step in day 1 of an email course, is to building your list of 100. We already talked about your objective. We always talked about the tools that you need. You need to have an email provider. We talked about setting your email goal and placing it in 3 different places and assign, as well as figuring out your first list of 100. Now, tomorrow we're going to talk more about what to do once you make your list of 100. Actually, I should say the day after. We're going to send the emails every other day, because I want to give you a chance to not only watch this video, but also digest the tools that we're providing you and put them into action. I don't know, but I've done challenges that was 7 days, 5 days, and I was always a day or two off because life happens. And, you know, we have our best intentions of participating, but things happen and we forget or we get tired. So we're spacing this out. It is, I think, want to say a 7-day course. It could be 5. I don't have my list in front of me, but the goal is I'm going to send out the new challenge every other day. So I'm going to give you 48 hours to get this taken care of and get this handled before you get the next challenge. Now, if you're still behind, I don't know, I can't help you with that, but at least you have like a day of rest, I want to say, to play catch up, or a day to kind of get your mind wrapped around what you learned and start making those changes, because it does take time. So again, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video. If you haven't, I'd love to hear 2 points that you learned and 1 point of improvement. So you can reply to the email with the address, or you can just hit us up in a contact if you're watching this video on our website, or maybe you're watching this video on YouTube. You can just write a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. We're open to feedback, good or bad. You know, I'm always opening to change, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Talk to you soon, and have an awesome, amazing day. Woohoo!